President Obama had his inauguration speech. And I remember watching the whole Obama, Yes We Can, and just all this positive stuff, the whole, all the news media and the coverage of that. I had never actually had that happen. And so for him to speak and me just hear that speech, it kind of inspired me to just push forward. So so that's where I'm at. And from innocent victims, God birthed out Take Care of Your Credit. So by me telling my story, by being a victim of traps and stuff, God showed me, okay, I need more. Take care of your credit. Don't just do one thing because that's your story. And so now I'm teaching people how to take care of it, and then giving them the secrets to credit. Good credit is your secret. Because one of the things I researched was, and this is one of the things you want to do, you want to go to Barnes and Nobles and bookstores, and you want to compare who else is writing on your subject area. And you can be, whatever. You can be different. I'm always different. People think I'm crazy because, I read too much. I talk too much. And, it's one of those things when you're passionate about something, you just classify it as crazy or different. So that's me. But, like I said, I'm in my own zone. I'm passionate, and I put, I would say, 10 to 12 hours into my work. And one of the things I can tell you is that when you're passionate about something and you want to get it done, and you focus on what it is that you want, it will get done. So I just want to tell you, this is 2011. When God gave me that vision, let me just tell you, the last 2 years of my life has just been totally upside down. And my family will tell you, I have totally changed my entire life. I stay in a room, and I stay on the computer, and I write. My life is like, I would say daily when I'm not touring or speaking, it's about 10 or 12 hours on my business, planning, marketing, networking. And so, that's where I'm at now. I'm at a point where right now is that 2 years of doing all that work, I can kind of rest now. So you will have to put work into whatever it is you're doing. You're going to have to put those hours because nobody's going to put it for you. Nobody's going to get up there and market it for you and everything. So I just want to encourage you to, get with Gabrielle. You got Pastor Pam there. She can call her, if you have any questions or whatever, and be obedient. Listen to that voice. God tells you to do something, do it. Because a lot of times we miss, when the light bulb comes on, we don't really hear it because we got all that confusion and stuff going on. So, it's one of those things, when they say the light bulb comes on, listen to it and follow, the voice of what you hear. And so avoid as many pitfalls as you can, ask as many questions, get connected. I can't say that enough. I just thank God for all the people that actually I connected with on this journey. Didn't know that I was going to meet over 500 and something people. Didn't know that I was going to have a majority of pastors. I was just like, I'm just going to do this. I ain't asking no questions. When I started my business, I think the first year I probably had about 10 pastors come to me, which was shocking to me because I'm thinking these are pastors, these are leaders, and they don't know this stuff. They need help themselves, which even led me to another revelation because I'm thinking, okay, well, if they don't know and they're not educating their congregation, then the kingdom is, it's like, you would think that the leaders would know, or the pastors, but they don't know. And so from there, God just opened up so many doors. Because seeing is believing, and that's what I like to show people through my books and through my speaking engagements, what my work is, my work ethic. I don't just like talking about it, I like showing. So if I say that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
Amen.
So, and that's where the King and Queen's credit is right now. When you want to advance to these little levels, not little level, but to each level, like Pam is telling you how your book can actually take you somewhere. You want to, jump that down and just, take it further. Don't just write your book and leave it like that and nobody's buying your book or selling it. Create other ideas to actually make your book work for you. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what I did, and that's why I think I'm, it's one of those things where I said, okay, book, what do I do now? that's what happened. And Pam, I don't know if I told you this, but when I was so excited to get my first book, and this was June 2009. I didn't sell 500 copies the first month. I didn't sell 200 copies the first month. I only sold about 10 copies of my book. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I wrote this book, and you know, what am I at? And 10 books, and I was like, okay. And then another voice said, write another book. So I'm like, Lord, what you talking about? You know, write another book. And so what happened was I found myself being obedient and coming up with a Trinity collection. Because just because I wasn't known, nobody knew me, I felt like that was the reason. Well, I knew that was the reason. So, you know, you have to make yourself known. You have to get out there. Because you can have the best book, but if nobody knows who you are, they don't know where to get the book. So, you know, you've got to get, you know, your website up, you've got to get your marketing tools and all that stuff. And so, and when you are really passionate about writing, you will be a writer because you will keep writing. And so that's one of the things that God showed me. And I said, okay, this is your gift.